Welcome back to Open Line. We are discussing the race for District 2 for the school board seat in Metro Nashville Public Schools. The hour is going by quickly, so we're going to jump to the lines. Kenny's been holding the longest. Kenny, thank you for being with us. What's your question?
Well, I have a two-part question.
Okay.
How come with the budget shortfall that we had, and this is directed to all three of them, why can't we have a voucher program at the beginning of the year and every parent that has kids in the school program in $10 in? And that would help with the budget, and it would also help with the shortfall that you're having.
Okay, what's the second part of your question?
Well, that's good enough.
Sums it up. Okay, thank you. I'm going to put you on hold to listen to your TV. That's an interesting kind of fundraising idea. I'm not sure it's legal or can be done. I mean, it's a public school, right? And parents probably would say they pay enough out of their pockets.
Yeah, I'm not sure how you would answer that one. Are you talking about a voucher that the parents pay in, or a voucher that you would get in? I think that's one of the things with public schools that we've run into as a problem before. When you try to institute fees, you deny access, and when you deny access to students, you're not really meeting the goals of public education as outlaid by the Tennessee Constitution.
Anybody have other thoughts?
That's what I'm saying. It really opens up a lot of legal issues. I worked with legal aid for a while during law school, and that was something we were looking at when you're looking at providing a free education for students, and you start adding in these fees. We've already had a few lawsuits that the Metro Nashville Schools has faced. It doesn't make sense to start adding more legal fees. It's a creative solution, and I think we should look at creative solutions, but that's not one that would be viable.
When you look at the funding, if you go back to 2012 to 2013, it was $894,060,000. It jumped to $918,067,213.14, and now we're at $924,004,000. If you'd taken all the requests that they were asked for, we're close to $1 billion. I think I'm the only candidate that believes that we are not underfunded. To me, $1 billion is a lot of money, and we're setting in 2014 we're at 48% of Metro budget. We're now at 43%. It just seems to me that the budget is just misallocated. The money's misallocated. We should not have to do that. As far as giving money for the voucher, many people, when you look at the voucher system, the legislature turned that down because of the issue of giving public money. But he's asking about, parents like giving money for that. And I would be against that. I don't think that would be a workable solution.
If you think money is not allocated correctly, where is the one place that you would first pull money from in the current budget?
What I would do is, and what this program called TIPS I'm talking about does, it looks at what's called barriers of education, and what it does. For example, what I've been told by teachers is that the #1 problem they have in schools is too many students in class. And they say the ideal number is like 18, but they get 25 and 30. And under this as a barrier, you would look at giving them an assistant, and they would get a little bit more money. So that's more money.
Where are you talking about pulling money from?
Well,
you think it's not allocated
pull it from the other areas where you look at the barriers first. They're allocated first, and you look at the other areas, which would be, as you know, a lot of schools, they're scheduled for renovation over a period of time. If they get to be a certain age, they're renovated. That's what's happening a lot in District 2. I think Granbury's coming up next. They've got Tussle. They come into Overton. And it's just some of these things could possibly be delayed. But I just think when you look at the budget overall and what they've broken down to, I think that there's money spent in areas that should be spent other places. Okay, just reallocation of funds based upon what's called barriers, what barriers are.
Okay. Kenny, thank you for the call. When we come back, Wayne and Taylor, stay where you are. Let me get to your calls.
Is that too?